Hi families, this is Miss Myers, your middle school teacher. I have a very exciting unit for you on conservation that we will start tomorrow in class. First, I want to give you a little bit of background on this unit, and we're just briefly going to go over some key vocabulary terms and key concepts for our conservation unit. As always, don't forget, if you need to pause this video to take notes, or if you need to go back and revisit something, you can play this video as many times as you need to. I hope everyone is having a good week so far. Let's jump right in and see what we will be learning about as far as conservation. So remember, students, you must be taking notes throughout this video, and also write down any questions that you may have. This could be something that you just didn't really understand, or maybe it's something that you would just like to know more about and that you want me to elaborate a little bit more on. Our objectives are students will be able to identify both renewable and non-renewable resources. Students will also be able to understand why it's important to conserve these resources, and students, you will be able to apply this knowledge on conservation to everyday practices. So here are some of the vocabulary terms that you will need to know. Greenhouse gases are heat-trapping gases such as carbon dioxide, water vapor, and methane. So these three terms at the very end of this definition are a great example of something that you may want to write down and ask a question about. If you don't remember what carbon dioxide, water vapor, or methane is from our previous lessons, that's okay. We'll revisit them and review them, so write those words down and your questions. Pause this video to go through the rest of these. I have them here for you so you can write down the definitions and read through them. I'm going to go ahead and go on to the next slide. So let's look at renewable versus non-renewable resources. I have an easy basic visual for you here. This side are non-renewable energy resources, and this side is this side is the renewable energy resources, and this side are non-renewable energy resources. So once again, pause the video and take notes on the different types of resources. So why is it important to conserve these resources? This is my favorite part because students, you are always asking me, Miss Myers, why do I have to know this information? Why is it important? Is something that I'm going to actually use in my everyday life? And the answer is yes to all of those. It's important. We are going to use this information and new knowledge to be able to apply it. According to research and studies, our planet will eventually run out of non-renewable resources. So that's why we're studying this stuff. Pause the video to read through this visual and write down any notes or questions that you may have. And also, we will be doing a lot of our own research and studies to come to conclusions about this stuff. So I'm really excited about that. Let's go on to the next slide. How can you help conserve natural resources at home? So I'm going to start you off with 5 ways you can conserve, 5 things you can do at home. You can conserve water usage by taking shorter showers, reusing water. So maybe the water from doing the dishes can then be used for water to water your plants. Turn off the faucet while brushing your teeth. So pause this video and go through the rest of these. Write down notes and any questions. And as I've been saying throughout this whole video, don't forget to take notes and write down any questions, and make sure that you bring these in your notebook to our next class. Well, that's all, folks. That's all I have for you. Once again, this was just a brief overview. I'm so excited to dive into this unit of conservation. Parents, if you have any questions, feel free to email me. You have my contact information. I hope everyone is having a good week, and I will see you tomorrow at school.